Hi, I'm Todd Hicks, and on behalf of the Department of Plant Pathology and OTF, welcome to this week's Turf Tips. Well, weather-wise, we're dry for now. Depending on which weather station you're looking at, we may be heading back to the wet conditions or not. I guess stay tuned to find out. Speaking of drying conditions, a lot of us are drying out quicker than others. Some of us are flipping the switch on our irrigation and finding a lot of problems. Talked to a few of the irrigation guys out there, and their phones are ringing off the hook. If you haven't turned your irrigation system on, since you haven't used it for a while, good idea to turn it on now when it's not an emergency and find the problems, get them fixed, get that system running so if we get into heat and extended dry periods, it's not an emergency, another emergency on top of what you're already dealing with. Disease-wise, on the golf front, dog spot is still our main enemy right now. A weather pattern is fantastic for it. If you're ahead of the game and staying clean and on the dog spot front, keep up the good work. If you're falling behind, you got the flecking, or you're worse, you're way behind, you're going to have to increase the nitrogen a little bit to get that turf to grow out of those lesions, number one. Number two, might have to do a couple 7-day rotations of fungicides back to back to get growth and get that extra protection, and then go back to our 14-day on fairway, or excuse me, on greens and tees. Fairways, just going to have to fight the battle till the end of the season if you're behind, unfortunately. The only other thing we're really having a problem with on the golf course front is anthracnose. It's creeped back up. It likes this heat. It likes this wet. It's one of those things, once you see it, it may go away for a little bit if it cools back down, but it's just waiting to come back. Be diligent on your sprays. Be very diligent on your sprays. Make sure when you want to cure it up that you're actually using a cured product. And you may have to shorten up the windows on those products too, depending on humidity and temperature. On the home lawn care front, sports turf front, high cut front, dog spot's still a struggle for you folks. Some of you may be dealing with low-lying areas that are still kind of wet and moist, a little remnants of brown patch. Leaf spot is still very prominent right now, so be spraying your heart out if you're able to with Iprodion. Seems to be the cure-all right now. And the final thing that we started seeing last week, we're still seeing this week, is rust. Way early, but we're seeing it here at the Turf Center, so we'll be on the lookout for that. If you're managing ryegrass, old ryegrass, or varieties of that you normally see it, up your nitrogen. If you're able to make applications, make those applications. Last tip before we take off is on applications themselves. We're hearing a little bit of problems with people usually on fairways, on golf courses. Those are the areas we switch from that 2 gallons per thousand and try to save ourselves time filling up tanks and so forth. The problem is we can go too low and we lose efficacy in the chemistry. It's made to work at 2 gallons per thousand to get that good coverage. I realize some of us can't do that. We'd like to see you up around the 1.5 to 1.75 gallonage rating. That gets you closer to the 2, and the chemical still may not work as well as it should, but you're better off than the 1 or the sub 1 gallon per thousand rates I'm hearing. That's it for this week. Hope everything's going well. Have a great weekend. Remember, if you need help from us, don't hesitate to call or email. If it gets bad, send a sample in. We'll do a visit. Take care. We'll see you next week.